the witch doctor, after tapping me on the back, I had to go for deliverance for prayer sessions again. My colleague refused. 6 months down the line, he died. I remember he fell ill and he died. So I think I'm alive by the grace of God. So after that, even when I got to my house, I could hardly sleep because I could hear things walking within my compound, within my house, within my bedroom, I was just not okay. Things were just walking, funny sounds, I don't understand. I used to go for prayers, but still, things were not working so well for me, I remember. So this went on until at some point, I decided, after the prayer sessions, that my condition, got better. Also, just one of my colleagues wanted a rich man. So the fact that I had an encounter with the evil spirit, she requested that I could take her to a witch doctor's den, which I agreed. I obliged. I went with her, but this time it was a different den. So we went there, but the evil spirit had already connected myself to the evil spirits, remember. So when I went for my second encounter, when I took a friend of mine, the evil spirit said that they know me too well. I've had an encounter with them, because I think they speak amongst themselves. When you visit them, they know. They said that when others leave, others come. So I think they interacted. So when I took this friend of mine, the procedure was the same, enticing them. And then he was able to get this rich man. He was given some concoction to put in his food and drink. And they were able to date for some time, but I don't know. She just disappeared. I didn't know where she went. We lost touch.
Carol was not only popular in the living world, but she also gained popularity in the world of the dead.
I was assigned also to interview, I remember, morticians in one of the major hospitals. So when I went there, they locked me in with the dead. I remember for about an hour, I was traumatized. And I remember I wanted to find out the procedures involved in treating the dead. And there were like 5 steps, like formalin, embalming the body, and beautification, and a lot of things. There are procedures involved. So I went there for about an hour. I was locked in with the dead, like I said. There were youth. At the time, there was a man, a boy and a girl who were involved in a road accident. They had passed on. So they're using their bodies to show me how treatment is done on dead bodies. So I remember they locked me in there, and I was traumatized. And then another time I went to another major hospital also. Now maybe I can just mention the name because it's there. When you die in the house or a road accident, you're taken to a city mortuary. I went there, and I remember it was hectic. It was traumatizing. I was told to walk until the very end, and with the people lying there, some have been electrocuted. Hey, it's hectic. It's traumatizing. In short, I walked in, I saw all kind of people who have died in road accidents, men, different in the houses, suicide and stuff like that. I walked in there. I was just doing my job, and then, of course, they spoke to me. And then I also went to Kenyatta, I remember, and spoke to the morticians. I saw how the bodies were being treated for the dead people. And then I went to Nyanza. This time around, I met a madman in the name of, he's not a mortician, he's a mortuary attendant. Morticians, they study this course. It's called mortuary science. They study mortuary science, so they are conversant with how to treat the dead bodies. But a mortuary attendant could be even a class 4 dropout who is just there to take care of the dead. So this man, I went there, Nyanza was assigned, and then he was dancing. He put some benga music, and he was dancing, amidst the dead, and he was telling me I'm the only person who's not dancing. Everyone is dancing. So I remember at some point, he told me that there was a lady who refused to have an affair with him, and at some point this lady had an accident and passed on, but she was brought in when the body was still hot. So he slept with this lady, and then he told me, women, why do you feel sweet when we can actually sleep with you when you're normal? And then I felt that I was dealing with a psycho at the time. I didn't say much. Then he told me that he went to his shelf, and something like a shelf, and he told me, tell me the kind of medication you'd like me to use on your body when you die. Then I told him, let me go and get some airtime, then I'll come back. Then I just disappeared because I was dealing with a madman.
Life has been uniquely cruel to Carol, so much so that even she finds herself trying to connect the dots. What went so wrong and where? Did you have other ventures for income, or were completely reliable in panoramic interviews?
I remember I had a tailoring shop, I had a bar and restaurant.